Well, here we are this morning. I'm a week and a half from the Arctic wolf hunt, heading to Northwest Territories. Gonna ride the ice roads up toward the Arctic Circle. I'm sure we won't make it that far. Look for the caribou herd and find the wolves. So the challenge of the day is to get all this gear, everything I need to survive at minus 30 degrees Celsius, successfully hunt into a 50-pound pack for the airlines. Obviously I could pack more and carry more, but there's a couple of things that people have to think about when I do that. Obviously it costs you money. You can look it up on the airline's website on how much you get charged. Sometimes it can be $100, $150. The other thing that I learned a long time ago is if it's over the weight limit, the union for baggage handlers does not have to pick it up unless they have two people. There's a good chance that your bag doesn't get moved if they deem it heavy and there's not enough staff to put it on the airplane. And getting to a hunt and then going out in the wilderness without your gear is not something we can do. So obviously there's a lot of stuff here. A lot of it hopefully we don't ever have to use, but there's safety equipment to make sure that I'm safe and healthy. You gotta carry that. There's obviously a bunch of layers of clothing. I did survive at minus 30 degrees Celsius in Russia with out some of this stuff, but I'm taking in a complete extra layer of new stuff to be more comfortable, because that was definitely pushing my limits. The other thing I want you to imagine here, and this stuff is all still piled up pretty good, but I couldn't really find what I'm looking for if I was to start pawing through this, but we plan on sleeping 4 guys in a snowmobile trailer on the ice roads. You can't go to a hunt and not be organized and not be able to know where your things are in your pack, because you can't just go into a small cabin or a small room, unload your stuff, spread this out so you can find things. It's inappropriate to do something like that. It's disrespectful to the other hunters, but so far I'm the only one that I've ever seen completely prepared that I can pull things out of my bag, put them on, head out the door, and then 10 minutes and everybody else is dumping their bag on the floor trying to figure out how to get dressed. So I may look a little stupid working on this 2 weeks ahead of time, but I'm going to put a lot of thought into this. So one little trick that I've used on many hunts. So we're going to drive to Toronto, fly across the country in the Northwest Territories, and then get a hotel. But one thing you can do, it's a little uncomfortable, but obviously boots are heavy. I will probably put these on in Toronto and wear them on the airplane. So that takes, I don't know, there's probably 5 or 6 pounds that I don't have to pack in a bag. The other thing I'll do is, this is one of my favorite pieces of hunting gear, is this sweater. It's wind shear, it's wool, it's warm. I'm not taking an extra dress coat, something that I would wear every day where I got to carry it around all the time. I will throw this on in Toronto to be warm, and maybe carry a hunting jacket on the airplane with me. Some other things that I'll carry, like things like binoculars and whatnot that I don't want bounced around by baggage handlers or go on carry-ons. So there's things you can do to eliminate the amount of weight in your bag, but you might have to be a little bit uncomfortable on an airplane to do that. But this saves an extra pair of sneakers, this saves a coat. These are all things I'm going to wear hunting. I mean, worst case, when I come home, they're wet and nasty and dirty, and the person sitting next to me on the airplane doesn't appreciate me too much, but they'll get over it. The very first thing we got to do is check the list, check it twice. Everybody will be real surprised that I have a hunt list to go through. This has evolved over every hunt I've gone on. If you notice, it's got all the pieces of gear that I would take, where I would carry it, what do I need when I get there, and then you get into the nose. So I don't ever take anything off my list unless it gets thrown out and I don't have it anymore. And I keep the nose on there because those are things that I might use for another hunt. So you might see things like deer calls. I don't obviously need deer calls on a wolf hunt. So we're gonna take those off the list for this particular trip.